Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we are gonna play some more WWE Supercard. Now, we oh my does. Oh my days. I completely forgot about the King of the Ring, guys. I've been really busy sorting a few things out that I completely forgot about the King of the Ring. So let's see if we can actually pull it back because, well, as I say, I completely forgot. So, been a really busy time. We've not been able to play too much whatsoever. So I really do appreciate everybody that's been coming and showing some love by hitting that like button for me, and I really want to welcome everybody that has actually hit that subscribe button as well. So I'm sorry if the videos are a little bit short or whatever at the moment, but just had crazy stuff going on, really busy, so I've not been able to play nowhere near as much as I would like to play on any of the games that I've been playing. But as you can see, guys, the team RTG is here, and we've got some really good cards. Kappa, but we do have the Dusty Rhodes right there, so we're doing really good, doing really good. Now, I'm gonna be a little bit cheeky. I've got to admit, I'm gonna be really cheeky, and I'm gonna be going down to the team, and I'm gonna edit my cards, and I'm gonna go to swap this page back to my Emma, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna swap in my Seth Rollins and get him leveled up. That one is done, but this one needs to be done, so we're going to go ahead and put him in and get him some levels. And between myself playing and between my team playing, the RTG will actually level up that Seth Rollins. So as you can see, we do have a fusion chamber. It is only a super rare, but hey, every fusion chamber helps. King Booker right there. King Booker right there. Now, we're doing good. We're going to play a couple of exhibitions. And hopefully we're going to actually make a comeback on this Thomas and kick his butt and get through to the semi-finals because, well, yeah, we want to get through to the finals this time. Now, as you guys know, if you watch the videos on a regular basis, you know that in the last two King of the Rings, I've actually not been able to participate when it got to the end because I've tried my best to calculate my times of when I'm free to when the qualifying is going to happen, and my timing has been atrocious. Haven't been able to work it out whatsoever, and unfortunately the same thing happened with this one, because I've put the first game, as you just saw, I lost, and that was because I mistimed it. It was supposed to be that the game still had about, say, 30 odd minutes from when the first quarter-final game was going to play. So I kind of mistimed that by about an hour or something, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to play anything until right now. So I did unfortunately miscalculate that quite badly, and we've lost that first game. So that's just the way it is, unfortunately, boys and girls. But hey, hopefully we're going to be able to make a comeback. But because now that's going to go into a 3-stage game, that means that when I'm actually doing stuff a little bit later, I'm going to have to try and get online for the semi-final. So I've got about an hour and a half right now where I can just sort of knuckle down and try and grind out the 25 energies while I'm doing stuff around the house. And then once I've got that stuff done, I'll have sort of, I think, about half an hour to just sort of sit down and proper grind out the 25 energy, so that I can just sort of pop on the game, hit that energy, and sort of disappear again. So we're doing pretty good. But in case you guys wanted to know, I'm actually gonna three stat my Seth Rollins. I'm actually gonna give him two um, speed and charisma and one toughness. So my idea for Seth Rollins is he's going to be in the tag team matches. So I'm basically going to three stat him so he can go into tag matches. I'm not going to really focus on making him really good in speed or really good in charisma because he's a speed and charisma card. He's exactly the same as Sami Zayn. The only difference between him and Sami Zayn is obviously Seth Rollins has slightly better stats in speed and charisma, but I believe Sami Zayn has the power, but Seth Rollins has toughness. So, not really a big deal in my opinion. So it's just going to be a case of, obviously, I've got AJ Styles, who's got the same. If you fully set up Seth Rollins' speed, he works out the exact same as AJ Styles. So it's not going to be any better than AJ Styles' speed, so I don't need a speed guy. And on the other hand, if you go and fully level up his charisma, he's not better than Nakamura's charisma. So both of his stats aren't going to work out any better than the cards that I've already got. And then if I even them out and try to make them the best they can be, he's just going to be basically the same as Sami Zayn. So I don't really see the point in making him full stats in speed and charisma. So I'm going to give him that third stat, and I'm going to make it so that he is always in a tag team situation. And that's the way that I'm looking at it, guys. That's how I'm going to set him up. So he is going to be sort of even bases on speed and charisma, and then he's going to have a little bit bonus toughness, and then he's going to go into my tag team matches. So I'll probably keep the teams exactly the same as they are, or my King of the Ring team exactly the same as it is, but I will put I'll have like AJ Styles in one tag team, and I'll have Seth Rollins in the other side of the tag team. So that would be pretty cool. Make things nice and fun, I guess. And that way, the only, like, people have kind of turned around and said, well, why don't you just have, like, say, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, and Seth or something in the singles, and then that way you can go and put Andre the Giant and Nakamura as a tag team and be really good. Now, the reason I'm not going to do that, guys, is because a lot of people are going to do that. So, if you've got your 3 event cards in the singles matches and then 1 event card in both of your tag team matches, then you're going to have a better success rate of winning than if you go and move Andre the Giant and Nakamura into the tag team together. Now, obviously, the Nakamura and the Andre the Giant as a tag team is going to win the tag at the moment. But overall, you will probably end up losing the match, because even though you've got a guaranteed victory on one tag team, you've got a guaranteed loss on the other tag team. So I don't really see the benefit in it. So I'm just going to go and make it so that I've got an event card in both tag teams, and then I've got the 3 event cards in the singles, because I think you would benefit more over time. And on top of that, you can also, if you're doing it that way, you can also switch cards round. Because of the basis of, if somebody, when it comes to the contestants brackets, if somebody is running the Andre the Giant and the Nakamura in the tag team, then you know that that is going to be a loss. So you could always just go and put your 2 low cards in that game, and then have your 2 like 2 event cards in the second tag team and you're going to guaranteed win it. Or you could always go and move your 2, whoever you've got. So in my case, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins, you could go and move them into the singles matches and go and put your Andre the Giant and Nakamura up into the tag team match to fight against whoever, like against their Andre the Giant and Nakamura. So kind of a little bit more strategy play with how I'm gonna do it, and I think it would actually cause a lot more, or create a lot more success in the King of the Rings. And as you can see, when I do actually have time to fight the contestants brackets, I've had a lot of success with the King of the Rings and the way that I particularly place my cards. So, gonna be fun, but that's the reason why I'm not gonna go put those 2 in a tag team, because I have been asked by a few people, not down in the comments, but in general, like by friends and stuff when I've been out and about, and they've been asking me what I like what strategy they should use. And obviously it's down to you guys what strategy you use, guys. I just like to use my better cards is all. So if it means that I'm gonna lose and I've got my best cards in, then I wasn't gonna be able to win. But if I lose and I'm running like say a 6 or a 7-man band, then it's kind of, you can't really say anything about it because you've tried to sandbag the King of the Ring. If you're trying to sandbag the King of the Ring and you lose because someone else has got a better team than you, then that's just the way it is. So just remember that, guys. Obviously don't get upset about people trying to sandbag a King of the Ring because it happens all the time. But hey, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. And yeah, it's not a very fun part of the game, but it is a part of the game. But just keep on persevering, guys. Just make sure, don't do the same. Don't think, well, because other people are sandbagging the King of the Ring, if you do it, you're going to get easier opponents. It doesn't work like that. If you're in Survivor, you play survivors. It is completely down to luck now. In Season 1, it wasn't. In Season 1, you had a very good chance. But in Season 2, it is all down to luck of the draw. Anyone in Survivor can be against anyone in Survivor. Anyone in WrestleMania can be against anyone in WrestleMania. So you can try and sandbag the King of the Ring, but as I found out in the early days of the King of the Rings, it doesn't matter how many times you try to sandbag it, you're going to have better people in the King of the Ring. So that's why I've just decided to start bringing my best possible cards, and I've had a hell of a lot more success. Even now, I still suffer because I don't have that right-hand compatible diva for my tag team. So I've actually changed up my strategy, and it's kind of working a fair bit for me. It's working a lot better on the basis of success, as in I've put my Emma, instead of putting my Emma in the singles and then having a non-compatible tag team. It looks like we're going back to the homepage. You would have seen it when I went and done my energy, but I'm going to show you when the game wants to play. So I was basically doing this, and I was running a non-compatible diva tag team, and unless a speed match showed up, they were losing every time, near enough, unless somebody went and sandbagged the tag team. But because not too many people have that diva WrestleMania card, I've decided that I'm going to start doing it back like this. And the Brie, yes, she does fight a few Bries, and sometimes she loses, but hey, that again, part of the game. But by putting Emma in the Divas tag, I have a much better success rate. So that's how I've been keeping it, and that's how things have been going. So obviously, even though I've lost a few King of the Rings, it's because of lack of playing, where I've not had time because I've been super busy this week, I've not had time to actually play the contestants brackets. And also, I've been working out on other stuff as well, so I'm trying to bring other stuff in as well. So I have been doing them. So I'm trying. I know that's a bit of a vague explanation, but I'm trying not to sort of give away too much stuff. But let's just say, if things go to plan, it could be very fun. And we'll see what happens. So, because of doing that, I've had to sort of put the other games on the back seat. I've not been playing as much as I was in the past, and that's what happened. Like, obviously, if you've watched over the last couple of days and you've seen the King of the Ring, the RTG, you would have seen that. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the video, because I think I'm taking up a little bit too much of your time in this video. I think we're just like over 15 minutes or something now. So if you've made it to the end, I really do appreciate it. Please hit that like and subscribe button and show some support for the channel and help us grow. And the more support we get, the faster we're going to grow. So please hit that like button for me, and I shall see you in the next see you in the next video, guys. Peace on the streets.